Welcome to Asian Corners. This is the farm that didn't work in 22, but it works now, and we're farming. We're farming here. Let's get started. Okay, we'll get in that truck here in a minute, but let's show you around a little bit. We're typically a lot of the older equipment. We'll start off in this barn. Um, Most of it's older, as you can see. There's some newer stuff, but I think this still has fertilizer in it. Yep, it still has some fertilizer in it. We uh we feed the cows with that. We grind feed. As you can see, we've got some Holsteins. This field was just planted with oats. Says it needs plowed. Well, it's not happening. It's not happening. Um, and it's not going to get rolled either. We'll see how it works. We'll see. But no, that's where a lot of the other equipment is stored. Of course, this is the dairy barn. All these barns in 22 were LAC barns, and right now I'm enjoying it. Um, in this barn, doesn't have the workshop upstairs like it did in 22, but we got a four wheeler and our bush hog. Now, this is the shop. Of course, we have the pit down here, which doesn't have the icon, but I've got the toolbox that's in game. I also got a little workbench right there. Um, Here's the big working tractor, the Alice 440. That's that's what's going to be working ground. Um, we're typically an Alice farm because here's the baling tractor. There's a 200. Here's the general purpose 185, and then there's the Gleaner combine. Now we come out here a little bit. I added those bins because this farm don't have one. I need to get an auger. So when we start running crops, which you'll see some fields when I drive to where the tractor is, the plant, look like they could be harvest. I've used the in-game mod where super strength and stuff is to change my fields. Being this is still the beta version, MRG said that they'll look like that until it's officially out. Added some hay barns back here. We're gonna run that old international grain truck. Calf barn I added. We got a trailer here to just get things if we need to or haul things out. Of course, we're gonna have anhydrous. There's the silage wagon. We're gonna put everything in these bags. And then over here we have the toolbar and the fertilizing stuff. So it's the end of August. We've got to go load up fertilizer because, well, we'll start planting wheat tomorrow. Tomorrow, because tomorrow will be September 1st, and it would be ready to go. Um, we also have some some stuff to get at the store, but first we're going to load the fertilizer in there, so it's good to go. Got to get the pallet of wheat seed here and unload that. Over here's the heifer outdoor pen. Um, but yeah, this is. I got to figure out how to make this barn work for calves. If I could place the feeders in there, like the calf hutches, um, then I could take get a wheelbarrow and use that to feed. And I got to figure out what to store here. I mean, hay is going to be up there. 22 one had a ladder. I'm pretty sure of. Wait, I just got to figure out what to use that barn for. We got a 4 disc spine there. So let's hop in this and go to where the planting tractor is. We're going to plant wheat. That way, then maybe I can put this fertilizer away. One thing I'm starting to like about Ashton Corners is the fact that it's pretty much finished. I mean, there's everything's workable for the most part. That I've noticed. It's all workable, I should say. Has traffic on it, especially if you're doing the 4 lanes there in the middle. That's the farm I in 22 I would love to use, and that's what's making it fun for me is that there, um, is using that. This truck was in 22. It's by Matt Trucker. I saw it on a third party site, and I'm like, you know what? This will work. It gives me my fuel tank because right now I don't think the triggers are working well. I've drove my tractors through there, and they they didn't work too well. And when I go to the store to pick up the pallets I need, we have another equipment. We may have a tractor with a front loader, but we're gonna um, get a skid steer too to help with things. And as I'm doing that, we need to stop at the banker and work on a little more of a loan. I have 130,000 already, or 120 some thousand loan to pay off, and we might have to get it more. But we're back. We own these fields here. We have fields kind of all over. All right, leave this running. But here's the bean field of ours, and I think this will take me. No, that cornfield right there. I think I got to get that from the road. Well, no, I could cut right here, couldn't I? Yeah, this cornfield's ours too. Now, if this field right here wasn't, these fields here wasn't so much, I would probably get them. As you can see, they're ready to run. My stuff isn't, but like I told you, I did some changes to make mine work more for the time period of being it's August, um, just to make it better. But this field is ready to go. That's why I'm loading fertilizer in it. We got a sprayer and a spreader fertilizer, and I think after and there we go. This D21 is pretty much the planting tractor. Um, Fertilizer spreader, manure spreader, silage, pretty much all of that. So, let's back out. Just because it will be easier, but I can put this away because that's the last we're going to plant. Well, we'll take it with us when we come back here to to plant tomorrow when I have the wheat skid on. just in case we would need um, the fertilizer or need um, more seed in there. The field behind the house I did alfalfa wasn't bad. It didn't use as much fertilizer as I thought it would use, but yeah, or seed honestly. But we're planting wheat. A little bit of a backstory. This farm's been in the family for a while. I was just been able to get it um, and use the equipment we've had. So I decided to come here and see what I can do. Because if the weather's right around that calf pen there, we'll mow that hay down tomorrow also. Um, I'm thinking serious about adding another another episode to this. I just don't know what yet. It's that's back this back here. No, that's not wreck into the barn. And then get onto my gooseneck there. All right, right there is good. Um, we're gonna hook up to this. It also carries my round bells. That's why it's so big, and get some of the things at the store. Um, we'll meet you at the store once we get there. All right, guys, we're getting ready to pull in there. We'll show you the skids and stuff we got, and then probably as it's getting loaded, not be on at the time. There's a lot right here, plus the skid steer, and we'll show you the skid steer after we get this loaded. But let me show you what we got, and then I will get back with you. Um, oh, there it is. All right, we'll be showing you here. We've got some bags of cattle food from Purina. Um, some feed there. Getting some calf feed to have on hand. Um, Stuff. Well, we're going to need this for the round beller. And I've got my wheat seeds. So we're going to get this loaded, and then I will show you once we get the skid steer. All right. They got it loaded. Now I took a phone call from the banker. I got another 10 grand. Now I owe 135,000. So I think when we start running crops to sell, I'm gonna have to take it all in. I'm gonna have to take it all in. But here's the skid steer we got. We've got this New Holland LS 190B. I love the boom on it. We're gonna have to get forks for it, but they have to order it. So let's get it started. It's going to work out great when doing things, at least we still have something around that can feed round bales if need to. Um, or clean manure pins out if, whatever. So, ordered the bell forks for it. I'll look at that. I wonder what kind of birds they're supposed to be because they kind of had like a bald eagle look to them, but I don't know. So, well, guys, we're going to call this a video. Hope y'all had a great Easter weekend. I had a 4-day weekend, so I was able to record this after a while. I think I'm going to work on playing on Ashton Corners. It might change once the beta series gets out, because then there might be an update that calls for a new save game. If that happens, we're gonna do the best we can to keep it the same. So, or pick one of the other farms, but we're gonna do a series from here. I'm gonna work on this one, and if it stays the same when the new one comes out, then it'll be good. But other than that, I hope you have a good thing we don't have far to go. Have a great rest of your week. I hope you had a good Easter. And we'll see you on the next one. I have plans of another series of basically starting from nothing. I just got to figure out what map I want to put that on. So, anyhow, guys, have a great rest of your week, and we will catch you on the next one.